Okay, discussion questions here. So think about these and either say them out loud or think about them. And number one, let's just start. What are some problems companies may face when they try to internationalize a brand? For example, brand names. What are some of the advantages or disadvantages of standardized global advertising? Why do some brands or products fail in other countries? Can you give any examples? Next question. Give an example of an expanding market in your country. Number 5. Give some examples of products or services which are targeted at niche markets. And then number 6. What's the difference between a retailer and a wholesaler? Okay. Now I can tell you how I would answer some of these things. What are some examples? Some of the problems companies face when they try to internationalize. Okay. So, for example, if you try to go abroad, they always talk about the Chevy Nova, for example. Chevy brought that car to Latin America, and Nova means doesn't go, and they were wondering, why is this car having problems? So in the translation, it means a car that doesn't go. So that would be like an example of a problem. Advantages and disadvantages of standardized global advertising. Okay, so an advantage of a standard when you take it abroad would be that you have a program, you have a set thing that you're going to do, a set plan, so that's good. The disadvantage of that would be that it's not flexible enough to what happens in the different parts of the world. Why do some brands or products fail in other countries? I don't know, similarly to what we just said. I mean, you have to know the local, you have to get local. Tastes, preferences of colors, styles, shapes, style. I mean, you have to know what's there locally and what the tastes are and when they're changing. Example of an expanding market. All right, so right off the top of my head, something would be expanding market would be like electric cars. Right now, that is expanding. All the companies are getting involved with it, so you would say that that's something that is getting bigger and getting larger. If you said, do you think there's going to be more or less electric cars in 10 years? I mean, most people probably say, yeah, probably bet on more. Some examples of products or services which are targeted at niche markets. Okay, so for example, let's just take airplanes at just one point. Private jets, that would be a niche market for wealthy people that have money and that want to save time and convenience instead of going through the lines at the airport. Difference between a retailer and a wholesaler. Retailer is when you go to the store directly and get it right there. You're kind of the last stop. And then the wholesaler is who the retailers get their products from. Okay?